hot out here. 86 degrees. Don't know if y'all can see that. It's 86 degrees out here. It's hot. Gary's in our order me the house special at Philippine Connection. I like Philippine Connection. I liked it when it was cheaper. I cut it back on. I did. Okay. But what happened over at the hotel? It was an ambulance. I like when they were $5, and then they went up to $5.75, and $6 something. Now they're $7 or something. So they busting MF heads. But I think there's a new management, hopefully. Or I mean, I like the other people. They were good. But for it to go up $1, it better be better, or like exactly the same. And I better still get all my rice and my stuff. I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully it still tastes the same. I haven't had Philippine Connection in 2.5 years. Before the girls were born. Hold on.
You only take cash.
How much?
10 something.
That's some bull. What if I don't carry cash? Just what about them apples? Is it already cooked?
They're getting it ready right now.
That's some bull.
I said we girls line should be ready when we get back.
Are you getting you something?
Not from here now.
I'll just give the girls some of mine.
Okay.
Alright. They on that bull, only take cash. Okay. That's the problem I had with St. Thomas, Grand Turk. Well, not really. I'm not even going to say Grand Turk, because Grand Turk was pretty good to me when I went down there. It was my birthday. They didn't know that, but it was. And yeah, but St. Thomas, sorry if you're from St. Thomas. Sorry if you've been to St. Thomas. I would not go to St. Thomas anymore. I'll tell you that. That's a no. I would not go to the Bahamas anymore. Specifically Freeport. Because they were mean. They were rude. When I went to St. Thomas, I don't carry cash. I have my debit card. It's a Visa. And when we booked the cruise, that's all they said. If it's a Visa, MasterCard, Visa or a MasterCard debit card, you can use it anywhere. I cut it on at my bank, International. Anyways, went to St. Thomas. Well, we didn't go to St. Thomas. We went to Grand Turks and Caicos, and then we went to was Grand Turks our second spot? Because we had an all-in hopper. But when we went to St. Thomas, I got off and I went to go buy souvenirs, and the woman's like, oh no, cash only. We don't take the debit card, or we don't take the card. And I was like, what? And she's like, well, we don't take the card. I was like, oh, I don't carry cash on vacation. Sorry. She's like, who don't carry cash on vacation? That's just dumb. That's just stupid. And I'm like, I don't carry cash on vacation. Like, I'm not getting robbed by somebody and can't replace my money. Like with my bank, if somebody tries to steal my identity or my money or something, it's like, it's recorded. Like, you try to do this or you did this and you're gonna get taxed. And so, yeah, so with that, I was like, fine. I was like, is there any shops around here that take the card? Well, no. So I was like, fine, I'm not gonna get anything. She's like, well, let me see if I can find a debit card thing. So I was like, okay. Long story short, went into the store because the woman was like, inside the store takes we have a credit card machine. I was like, okay. So I went in there. I picked up, I think it was 3 things. I got me, I think it was 3 souvenirs. It was either like 3 or like 6 souvenirs, but they were like $1. And so I went there to get, so I went in there and I got like a couple souvenirs, and I came back out the store. And the woman was like, oh, well, we got to run this out here to the exact kiosk that I was at in the beginning. The one that oh, no, we don't take credit card. We don't have a credit card machine. But you took me into the store just so that they can bring me back outside to the kiosk that you just told me that you didn't have a credit card machine to run my debit card to pay for these things. I'm just saying. Don't make no sense. We'll never go to St. Thomas again if I can help it. And then Bahamas. The problem I had with Bahamas was we went over there and the man had the nerve to tell me, where you from? I was like, oh, I'm from Tennessee. And he's like, what? I was like, Tennessee in the States. Which, I mean, he kind of figured, okay, it has to be from the States because you got a country accent and, it's not Bohemian. So I was like, yeah, I'm from Tennessee. And he was like, oh, Bush. And I was like, what about Bush? He goes, I don't like Americans. Bush is over our gas here. And I was like, okay, well, I don't like when beeper either. And he was like, yeah. And, I mean, they was hating on us Americans. And he literally was like, he stopped telling us where stuff was around the thing, because it was a tour, he was doing the little city tour. And, he was like, okay, over here. I mean, but we weren't the only ones on the bus. It was other people. It's people from Texas. I think it was a little group from Texas, and it was another group from Alabama. And, but yeah, and it's soon as he said that over, and I mean, their buses down there in the Bahamas, I don't know if you ever been, or their little tour thingies, it's pretty much like a 15-passenger van. So it's he don't really have to talk that loud for everybody to hear him, because it's not that big of a vehicle. But yeah, he said it loud enough, and everybody was like, okay, well, I'm from, the United States. I'm from America. I mean, I know Bahamas is independent, but I mean, we're down there, and I was just, and yeah, so instead of him be like, okay, well, this is a church over here, and and he just was like, yeah, well, if you look to your left, you'll see, and he said the name. But it's okay, you could be okay, there's Applebee's. If I never heard of an Applebee's, all you telling me is, okay, there's an Applebee's, to the left. Okay, if I don't know what Applebee's is, I'm like, okay, well, yeah, there it is. What is it? You ain't telling me what it is. So yeah, he got mad. And to their defense, with Bush being over their gas, he was taxing them, because they literally did not have gas signs up saying how much their gas is. Right now, our gas is $1.97 for unleaded, and that's pretty good, because we was $2. I think we got up to $3, but so we're down to $1.97 right now, which is amazing, because the fair is going on, Tennessee Valley Fair, so that's pretty good with a big event going on. And but yeah, that the man's yeah, I filled up this morning, and my gas was $12 a gallon. And it was tomorrow I might wake up, it might be $9, or it could be $20 a gallon. We don't never know until that day, until they tell us, okay, well, gas is this much. So yeah, that's bad, Bush, bad. But so yeah, they don't, well, that man specifically didn't like Americans, quote, because of Bush Jr., because he is over their oil and gas in Bahamas. But anyways, didn't mean to make it a long video. I'm mad because, man, $7 and something for Philippine connection. They better be glad I haven't had it in 2.5 years, and I liked it because it's new management, because they used to take debit card machines. But anyhow, catch backfire.